back. Black Men Roundtable. We've been away for a while, so we want to apologize for that. We trying to get back in and start hitting these topics. We missed a couple of topics we would like to cover. We'll try to do it later. We got to do that flag shit still, but but I can still say that fuck your flag. I can say that at the beginning. I don't care about that flag. But we're gonna talk about the election and how everybody feel about the election. A lot of people was really down that Hillary didn't win and kind of angry that Trump won. And I can understand that some people might feel a little scared, as you can see if anybody saw any of the day one Trump stuff, of how, you know, the white racists just came out and started terrorizing people. That's a problem. But for me, I really don't give a damn. It didn't matter either way to me.
Yeah.
He's a racist, and so is she.
Yeah.
So, as far as I'm concerned, when people kept talking about Hillary, she called me a super predator, and I'll never forgive her for that. That's all I know. Her and her husband set up the 3-strike laws and the minimum mandates and all that kind of little stuff. And so it didn't really matter to me who it was. She said she was gonna fix this stuff, but I don't really believe her. You know, it's just like she talking about she had hot sauce in her purse and shit on TV. She just trying to get the black votes, and I ain't falling for none of that bullshit. So.
And you got to remember, it took over 100 years to get 1 million people in prison. And Clinton's presidency doubled that in that 8-year span. That's the rate at which she was locking up black people, man. So that's a real issue.
Yeah, so she can put away more black people than the so-called Trump, which Trump wasn't a racist until he ran for president. So I do think that the media had a lot to do with that. Well, me personally, I'm happy Trump won. I'm happy Trump won. Also, the Clintons, I don't know how they became multi-millionaires, and they don't own any company.
We know why.
They don't produce anything, but
manufacture anything.
But
they ain't got nothing.
They're multi-millionaires. They passed along their generational wealth to their crooked daughter as well. So, you know, I'm like you. You know, a lot of people are out in the streets protesting like it's going to matter. They're not going to reverse the vote. You know, I was on the internet earlier today, and what does kind of concern me, not really so much Trump. I am concerned about his cabinet.
That's my biggest thing.
Yeah,
that's my biggest thing right
Giuliani,
there. I don't like that.
I am worried about Giuliani because now he is really an aggressive racist.
Yes.
He is a racist.
It's Mr. Stop and Frisk.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he's more than stopping for
Right, but
that's where it started. He started that.
Came out in the debates and gave him credit for his Stop and Frisk policy.
Yeah.
So that's more what concerns me. I'm not happy that he got elected because the cats that he rolled with, the Giulianis and the cats like that, I think that a lot of the policies that they'll be able to put in place will more negatively influence poor black people. I'm not even as concerned about it for myself, but for
the people.
Right, for the underclass. Or quote unquote underclass. I think it's just gonna be bad. I think Hillary would have been more of the same what's been happening decline in everything. Everything just get more and more fucked up.
I get that, but how long can we keep declining? That's my thing.
Oh, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I do actually think, I mean, for one, it's like picking runny shit or solid shit. I mean, it's
still shit.
You got no options.
Right.
Like, well, why you picking runny shit?
But on the good side of it is, I think this gives us the opportunity of, it showed everybody we got to pull together and get our shit together.
And I think it's going to wake black people up. I mean, just in the last 2 days, I've had 3 people talk about they think they need a gun, right? And so it just shows you the perception of black people when you watch basically almost every day somebody black gets killed. But because Obama's president, you still think the government's going to protect you, even though the government is killing you. But Trump becomes president, then all of a sudden people say, I think I need a gun. So hopefully it'll give black people a little more accountability to their situation. That's what I think it's going to force us to actually do it, because now we know that they're not for us. I mean, the government, to me, the agenda is going to remain the same.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The agenda has been shit on black since the inception. And so
we've been needing a gun.
but
I mean,
we
quit trying to act stupid.
I mean, the Second Amendment says it's for corrupt governments.
Right.
It ain't even for me
Right.
protecting myself from people anyways. But
Just to defend yourself from the government.
yeah, because they understand that the government can turn into a terrible monster, you know. But I think that this was the reality and wake-up call that we needed to actually get up off our ass and get to work, like we talked about in the video during the campaigning, you know.
I hope that that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, I hope
I
so
mean, hopefully
too.
this best case scenario, I didn't say best case scenario, but one scenario is in order for things to get better,
It's
they
gotta
have to
get
get
worse.
worse.
Yeah, it's gotta get
Blatantly
worse.
worse. Because
But
it was going to get worse
Yeah.
regardless. It's been steadily getting worse anyway.
Yeah, but it needs to get worse to a point where you can feel it. Like, I saw this show where this woman, she was a paraplegic, and they cut her vein in her ankle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Achilles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she basically just died before she even realized she was fucked up because she couldn't feel the injury.
Right.
You know what I mean? And black people, we basically were being drained because we can't feel the fucking injury. So to me, Hillary would have been that
Right.
cut,
Right.
and Donald Trump is a wrist cut.
Mhm.
At least we can look at it and say, "Oh shit,
We fucked up.
yeah, let me tend to this."
And
You
that's
know?
why I agree with David Banner. I don't know if y'all saw what he
Yeah,
said. He
absolutely.
said the same thing. He's like, we need that.
Yeah,
We need to teach
absolutely.
you to work together. You motherfuckers, y'all need to think about how many black businesses y'all support.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
How many
And
times
black
you go to
schools?
black business and make
You gotta
sure
get
you go
black
do
schools,
something,
too.
buy
Yeah.
something from somebody's black business, anything.
Right.
Anything with black people, you should look for black people first. That's what I do in my household. And I'm in an interracial marriage, but my wife knows we go do, if I need a plumber, it's got to be a black plumber. If I need anything, we need anything done, we do black first.
Right.
For anything happen. That's how.
Well, my uncle's a plumber.
Is he black? Right. I don't give a fuck. We do black first. We patronize black people in this house.
I mean, but the
Period.
thing is, my thing with the whole election also, I don't like Donald Trump because I just
Yeah,
don't
yeah, I
think.
don't either,
I think one thing it exposed is how
racist America is.
stupid America is.
That's
Both.
Because you would pick a lot of
you
people
pick her
chose the hate that they had
over their
that
best interest.
he agreed with over their own best interests because. So a lot of these, I honestly believe that a lot of his policies, and we don't know what his policies are going to be, but I actually think that a lot of his policies is going to benefit me a lot more than this racist white boy that makes $15,000 a year.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to benefit me,
Absolutely.
even though he was saying he thinks right now he's saying, "Hi, nigga, take that." I'm going to benefit more than you going to
But the
benefit.
reality of it is, Republican regimes benefit hustlers more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurs do better under Republicans.
Mhm.
That's what I was telling one of my trainers. I was like, "You're an entrepreneur, so this is actually going to be better for you. This is going to be worse for your family."
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because the stuff that they push works for us,
Right.
truthfully. But you just have to watch your family go through shit.
But
Yeah.
some of the stuff I thought that he said was pretty cool. Like, for instance, the reversal of NAFTA.
Yes.
Not just for entrepreneurs. The country
the
was
country.
stronger
Yep.
when you had industrial jobs.
And that was Bill Clinton too, by the way.
That was a
Fucking
Bill
asshole.
Clinton.
Bill Clinton
Well,
shit it all down the throat of this country.
So
man.
if they reverse that, and the first thing that he came in and he said was, well, this is what Barack was talking about, the clean energy shit. So he cut the nuts off of the miners and some of those other natural American jobs. Got the nuts off them, and he said, "I'm on the clean energy." So something else appeared to me the other day too. Did y'all know that he was having a beef with the whole what was the owner of the Mavericks?
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban and what's the other guy from well, not Facebook, what's the other one? What's it, Facebook?
Warren Buffett.
No,
I know he was beefing with
the
Warren
little
Buffett.
skinny white boy.
Facebook.
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, it became apparent to me, I was watching Fox, one of those news channels, because, I just like watching all the panic and stuff, because that's all it really is, just panic. None of these presidents really have any power.
Mhm.
It's
Well,
the
this could be
kingmakers.
interesting because this could actually be one of the most powerful presidents we ever had. You know what I mean? Because he's not lobbying too. Like, truthfully, I personally am not sure Trump even really won.
I don't think.
But here's the thing.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
Let
tell you.
me tell you what
Unless
I
you say
think.
it first, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened.
About this. Those threats he was making
Bam.
about overthrowing and shit popping off, right?
Mm-hmm.
The militias all back Trump. There's 1,300 white militias in this country. Half of them are either in the military, ex-military, cops, or ex-cops. Who can stop them if they get started? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a risk you can't really take.
Right.
If shit gets bad and his followers start going,
Definitely.
nobody can stop them. Who they gonna bring in? Their kids?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
They gonna bring in their brothers or their cousins? The fact is, these militias, through Trump and through the military, they're all the same people, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so really, they kind of had to slide it to him.
Well, my whole thing is, if let's say he didn't really win. We know he didn't win the popular vote, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's say he didn't really win this election. Hillary can't say you cheated because guess what? He already said that shit.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm running against you and I'd be like, well, you know, this whole thing is rigged anyway. And you're like, no, it ain't. You can't rig an election.
Mm-hmm.
No, it ain't. And then I rigged that shit myself. You can't come back now and say you rigged it.
That's
Nigga, you told me
You said it wasn't possible, right?
That's beautiful too.
You
I
know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not convinced that he actually won, but I think he hustled the fuck out of this election.
And I think he's scared of the establishment, man. I mean, that's a real thing that they have to deal with.
Oh yeah, because
That's what
I like the fact that he was talking about arresting her ass and going after.
She needs to be
And
arrested.
she does need to be arrested.
Because the message they're sending to people right now is that you can be above the law if you're a politician.
But it's the same. It's telling you the same thing. It's telling you can be above the law if you're rich.
Huh?
Yeah, he does.
He doing the same thing. If you got money, you can be above the law. You can be above the law.
Maybe you grab him by the pussy.
Grab him by the
Grab him by the
pussy.
pussy.
But did y'all see the Patton
I
Oswalt?
think you gotta be white too, though.
You know how many motherfuckers can be grabbing people by the pussy now?
Motherfucker get this, they 7 figures like, come here.
You can get their mama's chastity belts or something.
Did y'all see the Patton Oswalt tweet?
Yes.
You know who that
yes,
is?
yes, uh-huh.
It was a really good tweet.
Yeah.
Did you see it? It was
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
He said,
Used to be on King of Queens.
yeah. He said, this country, he says, this shows that this country is way more sexist than racist.
Oh,
and he said
absolutely.
that's a lot because
Absolutely.
this country is pretty fucking racist. They are sexist. They sexist in the motherfucker.
No, damn it.
No, I think
That is absolutely true.
Let me tell you what she was talking about too.
Racist than sexist.
She was up there. Come on now.
Because
You
Trump is
got a lot of
a
men,
sexist.
and they was up here.
And you're racist, he both.
But look what she was saying though. She was out there talking about. She was out there talking about your first woman president, and I'm gonna do this for women and women without kids. Well, fuck the men then. What about the men?
I mean, Hillary.
What about me?
I think it's just a lot going on with Hillary that we don't know, and everybody can kind of feel that she's not trying to show herself that much.
She's a fucking criminal, man.
Well, but too, I think she just seems sick for real.
But why do y'all think she's a criminal?
She's a sick.
Why y'all call her a criminal?
What you mean?
What did she do? Tell me what. Why do you think she's a criminal?
He's not saying he's just
Okay,
saying
I'm sorry.
Well, this motherfucker want to fight.
Well, she stuck. Well, first off, she robbed a whole fucking country
Yes.
of black
Haiti.
people.
Yeah.
She robbed Haiti. That was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
These people just went through the earthquake of a lifetime, and this bitch stole all the money that was donated.
610 can houses.
So now listen to what you said she did. That's why she's not a criminal. She robbed who?
Oh yeah, us.
Did anybody give a fuck about Haiti?
She was robbing my cousin.
To us, we like that's some bullshit. But they don't give a shit. It's Haiti.
Yeah.
That's why that shit's like. That's why the Red Cross. What was that time when they collected that $300 million and they built 3 houses? This is why they're in an investigation because it's Haiti.
Yeah. And then the laws for that shit are written so ridiculously that they can literally give less than a percentage of what they bring in, and it's
That's why I stopped donating to them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I hate when people I be
I
at
don't
the
do that
register
no
and people are like, would you like to donate $1? Fuck you. I'd rather give a kid.
I'd give a nigga $1 himself. I want to put it in his
Yeah,
hand.
I'm not gonna give y'all no more.
But speaking of Trump, his
$6 billion though, man, that's a lot of damn money.
his 100-day plan is really not that bad. I don't know if y'all read it.
I haven't read it.
He said something about NAFTA. He said about the clean energy cutting off. But I
His
believe in
plans
global warming
aren't
personally.
bad.
He wants to cut off global warming, which I think is a mistake.
Yeah,
and he want to drain the reserves.
It
which
ain't gonna be no more
I
world
think
in
is
a
a
minute
mistake.
anyway, so fuck it. Let's just grab
I think that's a mistake. But he has some good stuff about his health care. Makes way more sense than Obama's. Sorry. It way more sense than Obama's. Sorry.
It does.
What did he say about
Well,
healthcare?
he's gonna open up the borders so that
Yeah.
you can price shop. He's like, when you give one company a whole state or two companies, and all they gotta do is agree with each other, and then you don't.
We only go.
Yeah.
Don't go below 300.
Yeah. He like they're gonna make it so that it's transparent, so that you get to actually disclose the fees to what you need done and shop it before you get it
And
done.
it's
You know, you normally go to the doctor, they do the shit, they'll be like, here's your bill. You know,
Right.
this time you got all the companies in the country you can shop with.
and it makes
Get
it
it done.
competitive. in
And to
that
make
market.
make the prices
Yeah,
competitive
yeah.
and make everything go down.
Yeah,
So which
real
means
shit.
your premium go
Yeah,
that's
down.
real shit.
Yeah,
That's
that's real shit.
his shit better. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know y'all love Obama, but
I mean,
A business mind will do some. See, a business mind is great for certain shit.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
it's terrible
one of
for
them.
other shit.
It's not good at giving a fuck about people.
Yes,
But when it
because
comes to common sense things like that and
It's
cutting costs and stuff
great
like
for
that,
it.
then it makes
Yeah.
sense.
right, because you know how to cut
but
costs
then-
in the business.
Right.
But then when cutting costs starts being fucking people,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes
Sorry, y'all gotta get
cut
fucked up.
costs.
Right.
You know,
Fuck them people.
it's like a curse and a gift and a curse.
Right.
Well, come on, honestly, did y'all think that we was gonna have a 16-year reign of Democratic rule? Did y'all think that was really gonna happen? No, that wasn't really gonna happen. It was gonna be traditionally 8 years of Republicans, 8 years of Democrat, 8 years of Republican, so on and so on, and that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, my big thing that's just so shocking though is that it's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
it's fucking Donald
I
Trump,
think it shocks Donald Trump.
Are
I
you-
think he's the shock, bro.
That motherfucker's like, I fucking
said,
won. Remember the
yeah.
Eddie Murphy joke? I fucking
Yeah,
won.
yeah. His wife can't even speak. She's so fucked up.
I mean, out of all the shit he's done, they still voted for him, which tells you they're sexist and racist.
But it also
That's all it was.
But also shows you.
Ronald Reagan was not a politician.
Yeah, but it
He
also
was a
shows
damn
you
actor.
how-
But he was the governor of California when the Panthers came in and all of that. He was the motherfucker
Yeah,
that
he
was in
shut
there.
black people down. That's
Yeah,
why he got there.
yeah.
But it also shows you how tired the country is
Fresh off
of
NBC,
politicians.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This
That
country
is true. I was gonna mention
It's
that.
so tired
But
of politicians.
that's the genius in
Yeah,
this.
they will take the regular motherfucker no matter how he comes.
Yeah.
and deal with another
And that wouldn't bother me
You
if
know,
it wasn't
if it
for the
wasn't
sexist and the racist.
Yeah.
Right.
If he was just like, look, this is what we gonna do, I got a different plan, and he wasn't talking about, kick their ass and get them out of here and rebuild the wall, all that stuff is what made
on,
it
does it
so bad.
Get them out of here! Punching bitches in the face.
Right.
And niggas is getting thrown off the balcony.
What the fuck is going on here?
All right, listen, I know I'm gonna catch flack with this shit.
I hope so.
Yeah, because you full of shit already, I can tell you now.
Trump t-shirt on that.
Let's see, nigga, where that shit?
Now look, now look,
America's great again.
now look,
You know that one nigga church this Sunday.
First off, what the fuck was them motherfuckers doing at the damn Trump rally anyway, causing trouble? The motherfuckers just wasn't there sitting there. Them niggas was there with Black Lives Matter shit, antagonizing the crowd.
You still can't punch
No,
fucking
man, you
women
can't
in the
antagonize the crowd if you ain't doing nothing.
So my thing is, I get don't
That's
go
bullshit.
somewhere where you know you're gonna get fucked up.
Nah, I wouldn't have went.
Right,
I get
but-
that.
that's my
yeah,
point.
I get
The
that.
my second thing is this: why do black people care about what happens to the Mexicans? The Mexicans don't give a fuck what happened to the black people.
Yeah, and that's-
Matter of fact,
that's another
we give a
thing.
fuck
That's another
about
problem.
I don't normally agree with that.
No, but this is my
I do.
thing.
They don't.
Trump might
They don't.
They don't
save
have
2 million black jobs because Hillary getting in here was gonna shoot the Mexicans all the way in and it was gonna be over with.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta understand our competition.
Exactly.
Legalizing
Exactly.
2 million Mexicans is whose jobs are they coming?
Well, here's
from?
the
Whose
thing.
jobs
They
are
already
going
here,
to
right?
take? Yeah,
So the problem now is they're here and they're not paying taxes.
yeah.
So we paying for their stay here.
Yeah.
So her point was, we might as well legalize them, and you can stop letting them in at this point, but you need to legalize them and get tax money.
Yeah.
Our infrastructure is fucked up because these 2 million people are using all the resources,
Well, nigga,
but they're not putting into
nigga,
it.
buy you some lawnmowers and get busy with them niggas,
Man, fuck
man.
that. Why the Haitians can't just come over here? Why the fucking them niggas can just
Yeah.
come over here?
I mean,
Fuck
at the
that.
end of
That's
the
right.
day-
Because they country touch ours. That's why.
They can walk.
So that's cool. Fuck
They
that.
can jump
Send
over
them
the
niggas
fence.
back. I'm with you, Trump.
I mean, I don't have a problem. I think it's I'm in the middle on that. Like it's kind of.
I mean,
That one right there is kind of.
personally,
my problem
I think
with it
it
is-
serves the white agenda more than anybody.
They not letting them have
Yeah, but our agenda, given our condition, but like their agenda is so large, it may serve them more, but their little paper cut is a punch to us. You know what I'm saying? So them being over here taking our jobs, that's gonna really fuck us over. Only issue with me on it is that them trying to round up illegals is gonna fuck us.
Right.
Yeah.
But I
You
think
know
for
what
the
I'm saying?
long term, when you look at how fast the Hispanic population is growing,
Mhm.
if you can slow that down,
But how you slow it down? But
kick the motherfuckers out and get
Yeah.
the wall.
that's what I'm
Now
saying.
we still get to be the majority.
That's what I'm saying.
You
That's
know
what
what I'm saying? I'm talking about white people, not black people. We
but they,
Oh,
the majority regardless.
but they
That's-
also
that serves the white man's agenda.
no,
Yeah,
it do, but it serves
It's
our
taking away poor jobs that's not creating generational wealth for us anyway. I think
But-
that don't really need to be our concern.
But they big
Yeah,
issue.
but
Their
we
big
don't have
issue is
to,
the vote. They know these motherfuckers. Once they become the majority population, even with their kids, these motherfuckers gonna control the government.
But that slows them down from becoming the majority if you kick them niggas out and you kick their kids out instead of making them niggas that was born here citizens.
So okay, so let's say they come
So
over
it's,
here.
it's a complex.
It's a whole game.
So,
It's a whole game.
so like Ed say, where does that leave me,
Yeah.
the black guy?
I mean,
What does that
immediately it fucks us though. That's
Right.
the thing. It immediately fucks us.
What part? What fucks us?
Those people getting our job.
Right.
Yeah.
Mexicans
yeah.
getting our job. That's the thing. It immediately fucks us. But you know, like I said before, we need to be fucked a little bit because we need to wake
Right,
up. You know what I mean? Black people need to start pulling.
Learn how to
Niggas
work
need lose
together,
their-
man.
Yeah, need
Right.
to learn how to live together. Learn how to
Right.
work together. Learn how to do it all
Right.
and build. But you know,
You would think
that's
that
kind of like a side hit.
you would think
Right,
that
we
we
could
could,
kinda
instead of worrying
shift.
about them $3 an hour jobs and
Right.
shit.
but you would think that we were uncomfortable already. We really need to be fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, we need
Right,
that.
need that in the hood.
I agree.
Hey, you know
I
how
agree.
Jeff Brown said it, right?
Exactly.
Until the regular man and Puffy getting chased by the same motherfuckers,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna change.
Yeah.
As long as the motherfucker confront, I got all this money, I got all this stuff.
Lil Wayne, huh?
Right, you know, I got this and I got that. Motherfuckers just don't get it. You know, Black Lives Matter, just my bitches.
Yeah,
That
motherfucker
motherfucker.
killed me.
I was like, is this motherfucker crazy?
That nigga's drugs don't stop.
What is
no more.
wrong with you?
That nigga's drugs keep working.
But it's just
He
shit
ain't
like
gotta
that.
pop shit no more, man. He got a
Yeah.
lifetime drug high.
We gotta quit playing the classism inside of our race.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's only
Yeah.
12% of us,
And
goddammit.
we gotta pull up.
We
That's
gotta
the
act
thing.
like
We gotta
12%.
really pull up.
We can't act fragmented like they do.
Yeah.
You know, white people can act like they together. That's what they do.
But the
That's
thing
what
about
Trump
white
do, act
people,
like they're together.
they
He
know
don't really-
when to get together.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know?
yeah.
They'll shit on each other all day,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
let somebody
yeah.
black walk in the room and they can be like,
This my best motherfucking friend.
we breathe together and say, oh, right. Oh, shit. Yeah, so we don't get that. You know,
Everybody get except for us because
Yeah.
you know you can't fuck with the Jews. You can't fuck with
Yeah.
you know Koreans. They got their shit tight. Everybody got their shit tight for us.
we need to really stop even caring about the regular Caucasian people and all these other groups that
Right.
Moderates.
If we gonna look at other groups, we always see our problem is we compare ourselves to everybody instead of comparing ourselves to people that's in smaller numbers but strong. I was listening to Glendon the other day, and he had made the point. He said that Jewish people, I don't know if how accurate his number was, but he said they were only like, I think he said like 3 or 4% of the population.
Yep.
But they make up 25% of campaign contributions. So it don't matter if it ain't that many of them. We can make demands, we can do whatever we want to do, we can tell you what we want you to do in order for you to be in office, we can tell you what's going to be on TV, we can do all of that because it's about a dollar.
That's pretty similar to what Claude Anderson said about the steps you got to take.
Yeah.
The steps you got to do this.
Definitely.
But it's gonna start with you have to support black business.
Yeah, but
we have to move the
it's
money
not- it's
around
really
amongst
gonna start
ourselves.
with schools. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Yes.
You cannot expect your competition to train your child to beat them.
Right.
It's impossible.
Like Malcolm
it's
X said.
stupid. I mean,
Kinda fool are
it's
you?
not. It's not possible. There's no way if your kid is a wrestler, and I'm like, hey, Nell, man, your kid keep beating man. You think you can train him to,
Right.
to beat your kid?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just never gonna happen.
I'm
We
with you,
got-
I'm with
we
you.
have this concept that we have to go to their schools to learn what they know to beat them.
They don't know
They're
nothing.
not going to give you whatever it is you need to beat them. And then
We have what we need.
And-
We already know what we need to do. That's the problem.
In most
though,
cases,
too.
I think that's true, but in some cases, I think we can take from them.
You can
It's-
take
it's-
some.
You can always take something from some other culture. Yeah, that's true.
It's like you spook the set by the door.
Yeah, you
gotta
can
go in
borrow.
there and but you got to go in there.
With the mindset.
With the
The mindset,
Yeah.
but then you need separate schooling even if you go
Right,
to that
exactly.
school.
Yeah, I agree.
You need
I
a
agree.
supplementary
That-
school to
that
show
needs
you
to be
the
the plan.
context of why you're at that school.
Right, even
You know
beforehand.
what I'm saying?
Even beforehand.
You should, kids, we should be going to school as kids as basically agents to learn the game, bring it back, and work it from the angle that it's delivered to us.
That's true, because we
You
need
know
to
what
learn
I'm
the
saying?
stuff that we need to learn. Not that bullshit that they teach us.
but it
Like,
has-
most of that stuff we don't even need.
But it has to be the mind frame of that's what we doing. It can't
And
be
plus-
I'm going in and I'm out of here.
And plus,
It
our
can't be
kids
that
need to
mind
know going into school that it's a good chance when you think your teacher don't like you that they don't.
frame. Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you think something is not fair, it probably isn't. And you're not there for them to like you. You're only there because I don't have a better option for you right now.
Right.
Get the game, and when we
Understand
got a
this
better
game.
option, we'll push you there. But we ain't got no schools right now. So this is what you gotta have. You know what I'm saying?
So I think a big part of what you're saying is black people need to start being more honest with their kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Stop lying.
But then we have to have a supplementary school. So even if it's a Saturday school or a nice summer program, we got to be honest with our kids. We got to teach them from their condition. You know what I'm saying? If we don't start teaching our
Good
children
idea.
from their condition, then the context is everything.
It's like
you know.
what's the Jewish school? What do they call that shit?
Yarmulke school. I don't know.
The little they had the Monte. Was it? Is it the Montefiore or the
Montessori.
Montessori? Yeah, Montessori.
Yeah.
They learning about their shit.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
smart.
learn your condition. You
Right.
can't. This
That's
world is
absolutely
not.
true.
This world is not general. You know what I mean? Everything
Open up
cannot be
kids
generalized.
Montessori on these niggas.
Motherfuckers.
These black ass Montessori.
Hey,
but that-
hey, let me jump back to Hillary real quick. Okay, one more thing that she said that I didn't like. Every time,
That's right.
The Duck Dynasty.
listen, every time she mentioned, she pulled that same shit, minorities, we're gonna do it for everybody. Fuck that. I'm to the point where at
You know what?
least Trump did say,
Black
you
people.
black people
He did say black
and
people.
brown people,
Yeah.
what the fuck do you have to lose? At least he addressed it.
Yeah.
I can't wait
She
to
was on the
see.
same thing Barack was on.
She was only on one.
But look, I
Like
can't
you said,
wait to
it was
see
all
how
about
the
women.
next election goes now that black people stayed the fuck out of this election. I'm excited for that because they should see you got to come with something now.
Right. Other than
Motherfuckers will
that
sit
white
the fuck
cooling.
out.
Because that's
Yeah.
all she was on.
Yeah.
Come to the neighborhood,
Yeah,
tap
eat some
dance with
fried
the nigga for a few
chicken, do
minutes.
the wobble and shit.
I'ma pay
Get outta
Jay-Z.
here,
He was
man.
just like, you know what, your neighborhoods are terrible. It's fucked up.
Right.
I've been there. I
Right.
rode up the street.
All right. You
Fucking
guys
dirt
are
on the
right.
street.
He was honest.
Filthy.
He was honest.
Fucked up. I can't believe you let them do this to you.
I never mind an honest racist. Just gonna be honest with your shit and say what you're gonna say.
Yes.
Don't be trying to fuck me when I turn my back.
Yeah, and that's the problem. We want to be lied to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We love being lied to.
You ever seen that
You know
drawing
what
when
I'm
it says,
That's
what does it say?
I think black people, I honestly think black people are more heartbroken about white people being racist still than they are even scared.
Scared.
It's like, Daddy
Yeah.
don't love me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. As
I
much
mean,
as
I know
I thought
some
you did,
people
I
are
thought-
scared. You know what I mean? Some people have general, good, realistic, well thought out concerns. But a lot of these motherfuckers are like, oh my God, they still don't love us.
They don't
like us.
I can't.
Did y'all know this?
It's a wake-up call.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
definitely
like,
a wake-up call.
who gives a fuck who loves you?
Right.
Stop caring about that
Stop caring
bullshit.
about who loves you.
If anything, it should just show you the world that you live in.
Yes, that's the only
Donald Trump
thing that
flat out
matters.
said, I could shoot a motherfucking head in Times Square and they still gonna vote for me. Guess what they did?
And that's what's
Hey, you know what's even
beautiful
worse?
Still voted for him.
That's what's beautiful
He on
about it.
TV talking about grabbing by the pussy. Still vote for him.
Yeah.
Talking about something, that girl right there gonna be my wife in 3 years and she was 15. They
Uh-huh.
still voted for
Still
him.
vote for him. I mean,
Y'all
it's
see
just,
the meme of him grabbing the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Hey, I love that. That shit was hilarious, man.
He grabbing the statue
Got
of
the Statue of Liberty
Liberty.
by the pussy.
That's basically what he
Oh
did.
my God, that's fantastic.
it should give you a clear picture of the world that you live in.
Yeah,
and
man.
realize it ain't what you
And
thought it
that's what,
was.
that's what we need to start seeking. It's clear pictures of the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? And just like, going back to the schools, teaching a black kid to go to school, get good grades, go to college and get a good job. It's not the
That's
world
bullshit.
you live in.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? This shit still has to be contextual. And that's the thing, man. We don't like reality. You
But-
know?
So back to the election, really the election process, not the process, but what happened. When I looked at the numbers, I was really still shocked. When I looked at the numbers and it was, okay, 55%.
That was cracking up, man.
55% of white women voted for Trump.
Oh
And
my God.
The one that really threw me off is it was like 26. Yeah, I was like
30%,
Hispanic women voted for Trump, and it just confused me. Like, he talking about you, or maybe somebody you
gotta
know, or
understand,
something.
though, Hispanic don't just mean Mexican. It's other Hispanic motherfuckers in this country.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I got that.
there was another poll that
Too,
said
though.
Hispanics don't like the way Hillary was talking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even too, Hispanics gotta look at what
They don't
Hillary did
like-
to them too. The Clintons fucked Hispanics
But you can
up,
say it means other people, but just like it was an article in the paper, the girl said she was running down the street. She brown. She was white. And white people still yelling at you like, we gonna build a wall, send your ass back over there. People, racists don't know they don't know nothing about
but-
these
but-
different
But
parts of
a lot
Hispanics or
of them- a lot
Latinos.
of
really did
A lot
shit
of
on the
Hispanics
Hispanics,
think they're
though.
white.
Yeah, they identify
Yeah.
as
They
white.
identify
Yeah.
as white.
Yeah.
The only people
that's
who got
very
shit
true.
on
And
close
that's-
to black people is the Hispanics. You know, it's by the Clintons. So I get that. I do get that.
But like he said, a lot of them identify as white.
Yeah.
You got
They do.
like
And
especially
I know it's a white Hispanic and a black Hispanic. When I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
It's a light skin.
Are you stupid?
Right.
Because people don't actually get, like, Spain is in Europe. It's a white language.
Right. But even
You know
even,
Spanish because your people got raped and kidnapped and set
definitely.
down south. You know?
But even a lot of them from South America identify, from different countries down there, identified as white.
yeah.
Not they like.
They play the color game in every fucking country.
Right, and
So-
a lot of them don't like Mexicans and shit like that. So I'm talking to Mexicans, they ain't talking to me.
But they also say
Fuck them.
Right.
I'm Brazilian.
They also said in like they did like a survey, and inside the survey they said Spanish men do not like women talking down to them, and they felt that's how Hillary was talking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can see that. Yeah, 100%.
And you do got some sexism, in the world.
Sexism is very prevalent here.
Red
It's crazy.
road. Yeah.
But it's just amazing to see people vote. Even with all the stuff he said, you still you hate people so much. You hate these people so
That's
much. You will
ridiculous,
vote
man. This ain't
against your
saying
interests,
anything.
Yeah.
which is just weird to
But
me.
that's normal, though.
Honestly.
You know?
I think that's the most gangster shit I've ever seen
Yeah.
in my life.
That's the power of the media, though. You know what I mean? And that's that mob mentality.
You need to look at that bullshit.
There is the power. That
Yeah,
media.
That media is everything.
Critical thinking, baby.
Yeah.
I just think at the end of the day, too, the people that he had running his campaign was just a lot smarter than the
Oh, yeah,
people that was running
absolutely.
her.
Because he had a business team put in place.
Yeah, I mean,
And business
he had
trumps
a
all
plan.
that.
They came with guerrilla warfare. They did not come with
That's the way you're supposed to
traditional.
do it, though, man. I gotta give props to the way the shit was ran and handled, and the angle he came from.
Yeah.
He came from such an astonishing angle.
He got. They were trying to do the
Didn't know
whole.
what to do.
They
with.
got up there on the debates. They were trying to. It would be equivalent to back in the day when you used to see them dudes going to war and they was walking straight into the bullets and shit. This motherfucker came from out the trees, shooting arrows, ducks,
Yeah,
and
motherfuckers
some
coming from up the
Hannibal
ground.
tactics.
right.
Also,
It would have been interesting to see Trump versus Obama.
yeah.
That'd have been a good show.
Yeah.
That would have been way more interesting.
The Republicans usually bully the
But
Democrats.
more black people would have
Because-
showed out.
Because the Democrats usually try to appeal to
Your sense of humanity.
common sense, your sense
Yeah.
of humanity, saying you shouldn't be mocking motherfuckers and all of that. People
You
care.
shouldn't, but-
People care. I mean, it's the truth though. That's why we be sitting here like, how the fuck is this person winning?
Right.
But people care more about how you make them feel.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I'm saying, you know what, fuck all Mexicans. I hope they die or something crazy. If the majority of the people voting is white, all they hear is, I'm gonna have a job. I'm gonna be able to eat. I made you feel good. All you gotta do is make more motherfuckers feel good than feel bad, and you good.
Hillary was a
And
weak
that's what
candidate.
somebody said.
If,
Somebody
if,
said
if
that.
Bernie Sanders would have been the candidate, they would have won.
They probably would
He
have
would've
won.
won.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders was a shit.
But-
And he
but-
should have been there.
But it's what the Democrats
Presidential
deserve.
candidate?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes, he
I
would
mean,
have.
he would have.
I
He
think
might
he would
have.
have.
Bernie Sanders
he
was
would
too common sense. They might have won if Bernie Sanders was the vice president on Hillary's ticket, but I don't. He's too common sense.
I think
The shit
Bernie-
he said made sense.
I think
But he
might
wasn't
have
divisive. He wasn't causing
Right.
problems with people's fucking
I think
mind like
they had
Hillary.
a
Like,
better- I think
is she
they
a
had a
killer?
better chance.
Did she really do that?
He didn't
Is what the fuck? All that
on his
stuff.
hand. He didn't
Yeah.
have all the
Yeah,
blood.
and he don't talk down to people as people see.
People don't give a
He don't
fuck
do
about
none of
that.
that.
Yeah, I
Yes, they
think he had a
did.
better
Once
chance.
we got to the general, he
People
really-
don't care about blood on your hands and all that. All I want to
they
hear is
did.
I'm gonna have a job. I'm gonna be able to work. Me. Nobody gives a fuck about
That is
anybody
true.
else but them.
But he was.
Just
But he was
everybody's selfish as fuck, and that's why it's fucked up. And that's why I say we can't just say fuck Mexicans and stuff like that. People don't care about each other. But they play on that. They play on that.
Everybody
It's
got
smart.
their own self-interest.
It's smart to
except for
play
black-
on that.
Black people, we the only ones that don't
Yeah,
care about it.
we just got to play the game as it's being played.
Right.
Right.
If we can take some shit over, then we can come back and be.
Right, we'd be nice later.
Yeah.
We give a fuck about y'all. We
This is
give
how
a
we gonna
fuck
do
about
now.
ourselves
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, that's what we have to
And
have.
ain't nothing wrong with that. That's
No.
fucking where it's supposed to be.
Self-preservation
But-
is first law of
Exactly.
nature, you know.
We don't do that. That's the problem. The problem is we don't do that.
And that just shows
Yeah, we
one
too
of,
open
one
arms.
thing that we really need is we
Say
need our
Michael
own
Jackson.
media. We need our own media, man.
We got World Star, nigga.
World Star. Yes, it might only show fights and women shaking their ass, but we got it.